us will have any peace. Until there are no monsters left in the world.
Hi, I'm Freya Allan.
Hi, I'm Kim. Bodnia.
Hi, I'm Lauren Schmidt Hissrich.
Hello, I'm Anya, and this is Joey.
Hi.
And we're chatting with Cosmo about The Witcher Season 2.
Yeah. Secrets.
Yeah.
Was placed in a kingdom at the whim of the Brotherhood's wants. We all were. Just gilded pawns to control kingdoms, nothing more.
We weren't forced to do anything.
Should I have left my post as you did?
I mean, you're always cold, so that's pretty medieval, isn't it?
Yes.
And very muddy.
Yeah.
We were constantly muddy and cold.
Yeah.
And I did ask for some actual sort of medieval mead or wine to drink at some point.
Did you?
They didn't give it to me. I'm so gutted. I would have.
Next season.
Next season.
Next season.
Could be drunk the whole time.
Yeah. I listened to some soundtracks from other fantastical movies or TV shows sometimes, just to get me in the vibe, get me in the mood.
I need your help.
Fine.
I actually learned the lute before the show even started, actually. It was for a job years ago, actually, and I learned the lute for a completely different thing. And so when the audition process came through and they were like, can we get a guy who plays the lute? And I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy in London who could. And yeah, I'm not a professional lutenist by any stretch of my imagination, but I can definitely muddle my way through. Usually I
More than muddle, Joey.
I mean, I can do play Wonderwall, and that tends to happen on set a lot.
I love to interact with fans online, especially on Twitter, Instagram. I'm really active. You know, sometimes I will read their theories of how things connect. I love that. I've actually read articles, before, which is like, here's what we think is going to happen. I thought, really? Like, that's crazy. You know, we never let it inform our storytelling, but it is just sort of fun to see how passionate the fans are about this world, that they are sort of stringing their own stories together and their own theories. It's incredible.
But first,
Gentlemen, it's been an honor.
what? I made new friends. Get over it. Jealous?
I mean, who's the Joker on set, really? It's Eamon, really.
Look at you as well. I mean, Eamon,
Eamon,
Joey, Henry as well.
Henry does make us cool.
Freya,
Freya's got a little cheeky side to her, yeah.
I was really funny. I was the funniest.
You are funny.
Funniest on set. Am I actually?
You are.
Well, thanks.
Your humor is hilarious.
Your humour's hilarious. We were just always laughing and joking.
I have no humor.
Oh, no, this is the thing.
No, Henry!
No, let me just tell you this. This is the thing about Kim. He's hysterical because he doesn't realise he's hysterical. He is hysterical. You don't realise you're the funniest man on the planet.
No, I don't know.
Like, he's so funny, but it's just you.
What?
Henry tries to get me.
It's corpsing with you two, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I always try and get him in a scene, and then usually on wides or like scenes where we like on big wide shots where we couldn't quite notice it. But I'm almost certain there is one scene in season 2 where you can see me laughing at something that he's done because he's like kind of turned away from the camera,
Yeah.
and then pulled a funny face, and for some reason the editors have kept it in, and I'm like, fair enough, yeah, great.
Oh, the look of a man who's worried he's lost his touch.
The look of a man who's wondering why his old friend is cheating.
You got me there. Magic knives.
You just let your imagination run wild. It's like being a child again.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a different version of the monster in their head, and that's quite funny when you actually see the monster. It's like, well, I don't know
not
what
that-
I was running from. It
Exactly.
wasn't that. Yeah, so it's always fun. Henry pulled a hamstring. It's a hamstring, isn't it?
He did, yeah. He really hurt
Kind
his
of,
leg.
yeah.
And Kim sliced his hand open the day before a fight scene.
Really?
Yeah, he sliced his.
Didn't know
He was
that.
just cooking, and then he turned up on set and didn't tell anyone. And then the only reason we all noticed is because he had like blood on the hilt of his sword,
Oh,
and everyone went,
no.
"You can't do this, Kim." I mean,
Yeah.
because he was just so determined and so excited to do fight scenes. So,
I cut my finger.
Oh yeah.
I cut my finger on a knife in the
remember.
kitchen.
You properly
I didn't even
sliced
make.
it.
I love to make food, you know, and I love to chef. And I didn't even use the knife. I was unwrapping the knife, and it was like this, you know. This is a Jew, and I went to a hospital.
I
and there was
remember.
blood all over.
It was awful. It looked awful. Is that a scar?
Yeah.
You promised you wouldn't claim the child. I said good. Still a big mistake.
I love the costumes. Lucinda's amazing, isn't she?
Lucinda has
Your
worked.
costume I loved.
Yeah, I mean, she is just so open to ideas and for input as well, which we all turned up after having, you know, shot season 1 with so many ideas. We wanted to be involved and go, and so I turned up and said, "Can I have a long swishy coat, please?"
Yeah.
And can I have that? And I brought my own necklace, and can we have that? And she was like, "Yeah," and then took all of my ideas and then actually made them good, I suppose. And I got to really have that dialogue, and she does that with everyone.
With everyone.
It must be exhausting.
She's also always on set.
Yeah.
You never usually get that.
I never see a designer doing that. Yeah.
So she's on
She's
it.
amazing.
Roaches by the gate. If anyone other than me leaves this place, ride for your life.
What's happening?
There's a Brookser in the house.
What? What are you doing? What's going on, Geralt?
Move. Now.
We had a lot of trouble finding Ciri. She was originally written as an 11-year-old girl, and we looked and looked and looked, and then we started to think about the production restraints for shooting with a child, basically, and how much it would limit the hours on set. And so we started looking older, and I just wasn't finding anyone I liked. And Sophie Holland, who's our casting director, said, "I want you to look at someone that we've already cast." And we had actually cast Freya Allan as a 1-episode part named Marilka. And she literally was like, she interacted with Geralt. It was 1 scene, and then she was done. And Freya will tell you that she was called back in, and she was like, "I don't understand. Did I lose a part? Like, are you calling me back in to fire me?" And she showed up that day in like a striped t-shirt and, you know, like baggy jeans, and she was like a kid, and yet she had such soul. And we literally read 1 scene. We thanked her. I'm sure she thought that she had messed everything up, and we cast her that day.
Go on.
Are you sure about this? I'm just having a little fun.
I was on an obstacle course, and it's the big dramatic moment where Geralt, Vesemir, and Cohen walk in, and they're seeing that Ciri's doing this obstacle course, and it's a big moment, a shot of them. And Kim here hadn't got hadn't clocked the note that they were meant to look at a green mark rather than actually look at me. And so when it came to the shot, Kim was just looking in the complete wrong direction compared to Henry and Yaz. And it was just quite funny, really, because I was just watching, and you're just a completely different direction.
I know. I wanted to
You
follow
were just
you.
giving that.
And I knew it was painful for you because you had to fall down.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
And
funny.
then it meant I had to do it again.
You're good at falling.
I was trying to give them something to react to, so I was doing this, like, jumping onto these things, and because of Kim looking in the bloody wrong direction.
I know. I wasn't really listening to it.
He wasn't listening. This is the problem. Unprofessional.
All I know is that I'm incredibly excited to start it. Really, Lauren,
We know where it's headed.
Yeah, we know some of the beats, and Lauren is guiding this ship with such kindness and
Grace.
aplomb and collaborative spirit. It's we're all kind of raring to go.
Not only has work already started, the writer's room is almost finished. Season 3 is really fun because it's based on my favorite book of the series, which is The Time of Contempt. In fact, a lot of stuff that we're doing in season 2 has really been the work of setting up that season. And there are huge things that happen. And a lot of people die. It is a big turning point, both for our series and storytelling, but also just in the continent itself.
Thank you for watching.
Catch
Catch The Witcher Season 2 on Netflix, December 17.
Premiere.